Good evening, America. It's the Michikay family here. Rocco Michikay.
Michael Michikay.
Michael Michikay.
And Nicholas Michikay.
And Nicholas Michikay. Many of you know I believe in opportunity. Well, Mother Nature gave me the opportunity to not play golf, if you want to call that an opportunity, but it is, because I had the opportunity to spend the evening with my sons. My wife is out doing her civil duty and working at the school. So opportunity arose this evening in a situation that just occurred. So I want to share that with all of you. It's about sharing stories. And I keep on talking about the principles of leadership, and I'm going to prove it right here tonight. So I was in another room, and these two guys, these two wonderful brothers over here, started to get into their typical argument. So Nicholas, tell everybody what happened.
Well, I dropped by an accident, I dropped my chubby, and then I kicked it, and it accidentally hit Michael in the forehead.
Accidentally hit Michael in the forehead. So you didn't even do it on purpose, right? Right? So what happened after that? Did he say a few times I did it by accident,
Yeah.
And what happened with you?
I said that I don't care if it was an accident, and then I took the chubby toy and I threw it at Nicky, but it didn't hit him.
But it didn't hit him. Okay, didn't hit him, but you threw it at him, right? So were you either of you having fun at that time?
No.
No, you were kind of angry with each other? Well, you got angry with him for accidentally kicking the toy in your head. And we know, obviously, and you know, that he accidentally does things a lot because he's young and he doesn't think a lot, and he knows that, but that's part of this whole story, so hold on there. So you got angry, you threw it at him, nothing happened, but you guys kept on arguing, right?
Yeah.
So I believe Daddy came along and tried to get you guys to do what?
To stop.
To
think.
Stop and think.
Stop and think. To think, stop and think. To think, right. It's a challenge to get us to think, right? So you were pouting, right? And Daddy was saying to you, okay, Nicholas, how about thinking it from a different way, right? Do you remember what Daddy said to you? No? Okay. Daddy said, is it possible that you can think in a different way? You said it was an accident, right? So Daddy said, what if you thought to yourself before you accidentally, because you really don't accidentally do it, you dropped it, you meant to kick it. But I said, if you thought about kicking it and you said to yourself, wow, if I kick it, maybe it'll hit the lamp. Maybe it'll hit Michael. Or maybe the worst thing that could ever happen is you hit the plasma TV.
Daddy!
Okay, the plasma TV. Forget about his head. The plasma TV. And what did you say after that? You remember?
I did it on an accident.
You did it on an accident, right. So you still did it on an accident. So I went to you and I said, okay, Michael, because you still didn't understand what I was trying to say. I went to you, Michael. I said, well, Michael, what could you have done differently? What could you have thought about?
I could have thought about not letting my anger control me, and I shouldn't have threw that toy. And I should have just said that, Nicky, next time just think and watch where you're kicking.
Right, okay. So more on your side, you thought to yourself after I asked you to think what went wrong, and you said, I got angry because I heard you scream to him, I don't care if you didn't do it on purpose, and you threw it at him because you were angry. Were you able to think in that moment of anger? No, because you ended up doing what?
Throwing it at him.
Throwing what at him? The
Little
transformer foot, the chubby toy?
Yeah.
Whatever, chubby toy, fat toy, whatever you want to call it. So you threw it at him because you didn't think. And I said kind of like what Daddy did when I called you a dummy. Remember we talked about that? I said, right, it was wrong, and what did I do?
You apologize. I
apologized. So I turned around and I said to you guys after we had a conversation, and you finally understood that if you think about what's going to happen when you accidentally, it wasn't an accident, you dropped it, what could happen, maybe next time you won't do it, right? So you won't kick him, right? Because you're going to think next time. Or try.
Or I could hit one of our pictures.
Or one of our pictures. But actually, it's more important that it doesn't hit Michael. I don't care about the pictures of the plasma TV. All right, maybe I do care about the plasma TV. But the point is, you're thinking, right? You know that you have to be careful, that you have to think before you do those things, because you have a tendency to accidentally hit Michael a lot in different types. So we have to get you to think, right? And you understood about thinking about your anger, and that in that moment when you were really angry, you didn't want to think. And you wanted to take it out on Nicky, right? You didn't want to think about it. So after we started talking about it, I said to you, maybe, both of you guys, I said maybe what you guys should do is think about what you should say you're sorry about, right? Think about it. Let's get some deep thinking, realizing what you did in the situation, and be accountable for his choices, and what you did, and be accountable for his choices. So what did you say? And my choices, yeah, for having you two. All right, listen to me. And another one coming, but that's another whole other story too. Okay, so what did you say you were sorry about?
I said I was sorry about dropping the chubby transformer toy and kicking it at his forehead.
Right, and what were you going to do differently next time?
I was going to think and not drop it and kick it.
Right. And what did you say you were sorry about?
I said I was sorry about not controlling my anger and throwing the toy at Nikki.
So we did some honest reflection, principle number 1, honest reflection, being honest with our actions and ourselves and saying, what could I have done better, and apologizing to his brother, and same thing here, apologize to his brother, and that's what this is all about, continuing to understand the principles of leadership, how they apply to everybody, because he was a leader in that moment because he influenced him, and he was a leader in that moment because he influenced him, and we're all leaders because we influence each other, because that's what we're doing here and here. So, anyways, actually we got a ton of time left. Do you want to do anything stupid on the video, or do you want to just... I guess they want to do something stupid because we actually have like 3.5 minutes, so have some fun. I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.
The Principles of Leadership at Lulu.com.
Guiding principles that will help you think about the power of choice.